As we've come out of the COVID pandemic with a different world, at least mental health is being given more attention. People out there needing help. That's especially true of veterans who struggle leaving the military and getting back in the world. Jamie Paxton is here from Little Blessings Veteran Outreach. They have programs that help these folks live better lives. And thank you so much for coming in. I can't believe, so this is your 7th year at Little Blessings?
It is, and I can't believe it either.
Equine therapy has come a long way in acceptance the last few years. You know, they're cropping up all, you know, there's another one in Northwest Ohio, but they're all around the country now. And it's so good that they've found something other than pumping drugs at veterans to get them to kind of get in touch with themselves again. Talk about how that has all evolved in the past few years.
So I'm part of an organization called EGALA, which is a globally known organization that means you practice with licensed mental health, and it's called Equine. I'm
You're on the spot.
Yeah, I'm on the spot. I promise I'll put it out there. But anyways, their focus is really about helping people with these horses, right? And more organizations really want to take care of their veterans. And I think it's amazing because we have this whole community that's working together for one cause of caring for the veterans, which I think is incredible.
Talk about the different programs you have.
So I think some of the things that we do that are unique is we have programs. We have a 50-week program for the veterans. We're one of 2 in the country. Lubbock, Texas is the one that founded it. And then I went and interned there for about a week, and then brought it back and kind of tweaked it to some of our stuff. But then we have an 18-week military kids program that we serve children 4 through 13. And we put almost 90 kids through that. And it's one of a kind. We created it. And then we just launched in last August an occupational therapy program combined with the horses for teens. And then we also assist spouses every other week.
Put into your words what it is about horses and their makeup and how they relate to people and how people relate to the animals and how it helps soothe the soul. So
the horses mirror the emotions that you bring into the space. And so our equine specialists, their job in the space with the veterans or with the kids is to watch the behaviors of the horse. We don't look at the behaviors or what's happening with the veteran. We look at the behaviors of the horse. And so the horse really tells it. So if you come in and we got a lot of aggression going on, you really can't hide that in the space of the horse. The horse would do something like pin its ears, swish its tail, walk away from you, and if you keep approaching it, which a lot of veterans do initially when they're in this space, right, because they think they can handle this, right, and the horse tells them otherwise. They'll give them a few warnings, but that's where the equine specialist steps in for safety reasons.
It's nice to know you've helped so many people. How many people are in the program currently, and what's the future look like?
Yeah, so we just graduated number 28, which is incredible for us. We have 14 in it right now. Our future looks very, very bright for what we're going to be doing. We're an organization that really wants to grow slow. I want to make sure that we do it right, and so I don't want to grow our organization too fast. Veterans are always on a waiting list, so we've never even advertised for what we've done. Never went out and said, hey, we have 4 openings or something like that. And it's my job. I look at it very significantly. So if a veteran comes to me and says, I'm ready to do this, they never know whether there's funding or not. That's my job to go out and get the funding for it, right?
You've experienced this yourself, you've talked about it, but like when you leave the military, there's a sense of loss there, that community, that you've got a structure to your life, and all of a sudden you're back out in the real world with your family, with your job, but something's missing. Is that what you try to work with? So
yeah, our focus is, I know PTSD and combat veterans are the popular words to use, but it's more than that. So it's really about the transition. So when we go in as an I, then they transition us into a we, and we do everything as a we. Then as you go along your career in that black and white structure world, you have all the structure, you have sexual trauma, you have combat trauma, and then you have, all of a sudden you're now discarded back out into an I. And then what do you do with that? You have nowhere to land. So our organization is really focused on surrounding ourselves with civilian supporters like yourself who want to help us get the word out, who want to be good community partners for our organization, or might go to a local church that one of our veterans is searching for a church, and they come to one of our dinners, and they're an amazing support system for them. If they'd like to get real quick here, how can they get a hold of you? So they can either get a hold of me 419-779-0342, or lbveteranoutreach.org.
Look up Little Blessings, Google it, right?
Yeah, right.
Jamie Paxton, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you so
Little
much.
Blessings.